Today's guest, Thommie Retter. He is from Retter Entertainment, and guess what? He was a Broadway tap dancer in Billy Elliot, the musical, for 3 years. Isn't that exciting? And he brought a lot of his students here today, so we have a big show. We're going to have tap dancing for you. We're going to have some singing, and we also have a special solo guest who's going to be singing and playing the keyboards. So I want to welcome my guest, Thommie Retter. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Ginger.
Retter Entertainment, and big shout to Lori Shepard for booking you.
Thank you, Miss Lori. You're the best ever.
Shout to Lori. She's so fabulous. You've got a lot of talented people.
I brought all the talent today.
You brought everybody.
That's right.
The biggest show we've had.
Fantastic.
Biggest audience too. So
Cool.
let's welcome everyone. Give yourself a hand.
Yay!
Studio's full. So tell us a little bit about Thommie Retter, and then we're going to break over to your dancers.
Well, what happened for me, I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. My mom owned a dancing school for 30 years, Betty Retter, and her dancing school was Retter's Dance Center. And my then fiance, Becca, and I, when we were in our early 20s, we decided to move to Los Angeles. And of course, we had dreams of becoming Janet Jackson's choreographer and this and that and the other. And you know what? It turned out we were dance teachers when we went to LA, and it turned out we're still dance teachers to this day. Both of us have found our niche in teaching the best dance classes that we possibly can. We do it nationwide. Becca tours the United States with a company called Dance Makers Incorporated, and I do a bunch of different companies, Dance Masters, Dance Makers, Joe Tremaine, you name it, I'm out there doing it. And we also have a company called, let me see, Music Works Unlimited. And Music Works Unlimited, what we do is we supply songs and dances to dance schools all over the world.
Gee whiz.
So we actually write the songs age appropriate, and we choreograph the routines, and we sell the product in a DVD form. So the studio owners and teachers.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. They get the whole package all wrapped up in one. Anyhow, so that's what we were doing in Los Angeles, and one Wednesday morning, I woke up, I put a smile on my face. I wasn't angry at the world for giving me adult tap. And I showed up at Debbie Reynolds' studio to teach my Wednesday class. I had a smile on my face, and I was giving adult tap like nobody's business. What I didn't realize was the casting directors for Billy Elliot the musical were adoring me through the window.
Isn't that something?
I was given tap, average age 60. And I was giving adult tap class like you wouldn't
believe. Because that was one of my questions, you know, can us elders, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, fabulous.
The thing about tap dance is you can do it your entire life. Absolutely. Anyhow, so I ended up booking Billy Elliot the musical. We've moved out to New York. I spent 3.5 years with Billy Elliot on Broadway.
How exciting.
Oh my Lord, it was exciting. Every single day was exciting.
And you know, one of my clients actually did the sweaters for Billy Elliot.
You were telling me about that earlier. Yeah, I had the one.
That was exciting, yeah.
It was exciting. My sweater was awesome. It was a sweater right straight from 1983. And I thought to myself, if I just pull this string, maybe I can get a new sweater. But that was when I found out in the wardrobe there were 2 sweaters that looked just like the one.
She always had 3 per actor.
It looked just like the one that I had on. So luckily I didn't pull the string.
Shout to Maria Ficalora, by the way. She does excellent knitwear, and I I love wearing her clothes. Yeah.
Cool.
That's fabulous. So we have some of your students here.
Some of my tap students are here. They're gonna perform a tap routine. The tap routine that they're gonna do just happens to be on one of the DVDs that I sell to all of the masses.
Oh, that's so fun.
And so this routine you're going to see, you can actually purchase an affordable DVD that has 3 routines on it. This is one of the routines, and you can learn it in your living room. And how do people find you? They find me by going to musicworksunlimited.com, or simply they can go to Retter Entertainment, because everything that I do is you can find it all right there on Retter Entertainment.
I feel your energy
on your
website. Yeah.
Thank you.
Retter, R-E-T-T-E-R Entertainment. Okay,
yes, ma'am.
So if the control room can roll in the first song, it's called Get Down.
Get Down.
Get Down. And when you hear the music, ladies, you just tap away.
Get down, down. down, down, get down on it. Get down, down, get down, down, get down on it. Going for a ride, take me with you, reaching for the sky. I can feel you, needing you to know that I want you. Digging the flow, you got me ready to go. So baby, come on, get down. You know I like you around. 'Cause when we start to move, you got to fall in the groove. And then yeah, get down, down, yeah, get down, down, get down, down. Rock me, baby, all night long. Get down, yeah, get down. Rolling with the tide, it's a jungle. Boogie your mind, without you, my heart will crumble. Starting today on a fabulous mission. Show me your vision, I promise to listen, baby. Come on, get down. You know I like you around. 'Cause when we start to move, you got to fall in the groove. And then yeah, get down, down, yeah, get down, down, get down, down. Rockin' me, baby, all night long. Get down, get down, get down, yeah, get down. Way down, strolling through the city. Get the guy that we can get down. Get down, get down. Rockin' with my baby, even though I know the baby, I can get down. We can get down. Get down, down. Get down, down. Get down, down. Get down, down. Yeah, get down.
Awesome job.
Wow.
Awesome job, you guys.
Wow.
Thank you, Brianna and Carly and Jamie and Christine and Alexa.
Wow.
That was great.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Isn't that fun?
Wow, Broadway.
I know, right?
New York. Wow, you're a lot of fun.
Ah, you're a lot of fun.
Thank you. That's what everybody says.
The joy of working in New York City is that you get the opportunity to work with the best of the best.
Yes.
And you know, that is a treat. That is a huge treat.
And
of
I'll
mine.
tell you, if anybody tells you to stop, you just move on.
No,
Keep moving because you know what?
You got to do it.
You
Yeah.
attract the energy of people to
Sure.
get you there.
Yeah.
So I never, ever let anybody hold me back. All you people out there.
I got to go for it.
Yes. And you know what? You're going to find the people that have your like-kind energy and interests, and you can't worry about it either. I mean, just like, you know, I was offered in a weekly show here, and I was like, oh my God, that's much more than I ever imagined. And how am I going to book weekly? And then I met Lori.
Ah, she's awesome.
She's fabulous.
Yeah.
So let's see. We've got another group of performers here.
So the last song that we saw the kids tap dancing to was called "Get Down," and it was produced by Brandon Jarrett of Moho Productions. I'm one of the owners of Moho Productions. We produce music for just about everything. Brandon is he's just scored and music supervised 8 films in a row. We have a slew of films coming down the pipeline, and the joy is all of these films get filled with our music. Meanwhile, I moved here to New York. Moho Productions is in Los Angeles. How are we working that? How are we, and what I wanted to do is find a way I could bring Moho Productions from Los Angeles to New York City. So Brandon and I were talking about it. We came up with the answer, which was to put together a workshop. It's called Showbiz Kids Connection. What we do is we bring the kids in, we put them into groups, they they name their group, their pop singing group, we give them a track, they write their song. By the end of the week, they perform their original song for family, friends, and industry professionals. And so what you're going to see today is a group that came to a Showbiz Kids Connection event. This song was written by them. Here they are, Brooke, Elizabetta, Maddie, Sydney, and Lauren performing Find Our Own Voice.
That's so fabulous. So if the control room can roll in the second.
Going gone. Just wanna know which way to go. I don't wanna break, don't wanna make a mistake. Oh, just wanna, just wanna, just wanna go. Oh, have to find my way. Not sure which road to take. Gotta make the right choice and find my own. Have to find my way. Not sure which road to take. Gotta make the right choice and find my own voice. Bye. But I'm stuck here in the sky. Too many roads to take, and I'm trying to stay awake. So maybe I'll stay. It's a decision I can't delay. I just wanna know, tell me which way to go. I don't wanna break, don't wanna make a mistake. Oh, just wanna, just wanna, just wanna, just wanna, just wanna go. Oh, have to find my way. Not sure which road to take. Gotta make the right choice and find my own. Have to find my way. Not sure which road to take. Gotta make the right choice and find my own voice. I just wanna know which way to go. I don't wanna break, don't wanna make a mistake. Oh, just wanna, just wanna, just wanna go. Oh, have to find my way. Not sure which road to take. Gotta make the right choice and find my own. Have to find my way. Not sure which road to take. Gotta make the right choice and find my own voice.
Oh, I love it. Wow, bravo.
Good job, Maddie, Elizabetta, Brooke, Sydney, and Lauren.
Wow,
Great
congratulations.
job.
It's so
Isn't that
fun.
fantastic? And they wrote that song themselves.
I can't imagine it.
Yeah.
And this is just out of one workshop.
Yeah, one workshop.
Good for you. And how old are these ladies?
These girls are between the ages of 13 and 15.
Okay, great. Are
Did I
they
get
all?
that right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fabulous. Well, thank you very much, ladies. Yeah. Congratulations.
Isn't that cool?
Well, no wonder you have so much energy.
We had to get Moho Productions from Los Angeles to New York City, and we were trying to figure out what's the best way to do it. And Showbiz Kids Connection has really been a nice avenue. And some of these songs, the thing is, once we produce these songs, then they go to the publishing wing of Moho Productions,
Fabulous.
and Craig Ramos starts shopping them. So recent, like for instance, this week we licensed a song to the skateboarder Tony Hawk's website.
Fabulous.
The Tony Hawk's website's going to play one of our songs. Last week we licensed 10 or so songs to a UK firm that puts music in McDonald's, Subway, Laura Ashley, and several
That's
other
wonderful.
retailers. And so when kids, when kids want to record a song and they think to themselves, but what if I don't get on the radio? Well, you might not get on the radio, but you might find yourself everywhere else, in films, in, restaurants and such.
It's really exciting. And see, I'm a CPA, and it's always really interesting for me learning about all these different avenues of business, because it's important for artists to understand the business aspects of things.
Sure.
And not just to have one idea for a business, but to have a few.
Right, sure. Oh, absolutely.
Because some industries, they go up and evolve, throughout time, or whatever happens, and it's always good to have transferable skills.
Sure,
because
absolutely.
what happens as a tap dancer, you get injured. Like, I'm just coming off a broken foot.
I'm here to tell you, my knee is killing me. Why do you think I brought the girls?
That's great. Okay, and then your wife is part of your program?
So, yeah, my wife Becca, we are both students of Al Gilbert, and Al Gilbert was the Pied Piper of dance. He put together a system of tap dancing that to this day is still used in hundreds of thousands of dance studios worldwide. Before Al passed away, he chose my wife to be the voice of his company. And so now, there's tens and hundreds of thousands of studios that rely and depend on my wife, Becca Retter, to come up with the newest songs and dances for their dancing recitals, and it's a great avenue for me. I get to help write some of these songs, and then my dancers get to come into my dancers and singers get to come into the recording studio and
that's
record
such a great
all this
experience.
stuff. So everybody learns while we're selling a product that is going to teach another generation.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful circle, and I love being
it's really
part
fun.
of it.
And see, I grew up in the Midwest as well. I'm from Illinois.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, and it was a quiet town, and the thing is that these opportunities weren't there, and I think it's wonderful that children have so many great outlets, because it's important to have so many different skills, as we've learned as we've come through this recession.
Sure. Well, I could be happier. Besides being with my wife and my two daughters, Liza and Bella, the only I could be happy teaching tap dance, all day, every day. But I also like to write songs. I like to produce music. I like to, anything I can do in the entertainment business that involves young people, getting excited about, taking on the day.
Yeah, because I hear there's so many troubled, students.
Sure.
And more of them have depression, and more of them are on medication, but they need to get out and have fun.
And these are not just the kids. It doesn't matter what social group you're a part of. It doesn't matter if your father or mother is a senator.
Right.
Or a newspaper deliverer. I mean, these problems are everywhere, and as dance teachers, we have the opportunity to brighten everybody's day.
Yeah, well, you're brightening up the whole studio.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So let me tell you this story real quick. So last year around this time, my daughter Bella, who was then 8, she says to me with these puppy dog eyes, "Daddy, this year's my first year I'm not going to be in a dance recital." And I said, "What do you mean? Didn't I tell you?" And at that very moment, I started creating a new program. And that is when This Way to Broadway was born. And This Way to Broadway is a performance opportunity for kids who are aspiring to find their way onto the Great White Way, whether they're singers, dancers, actors, hopefully all three. And so originally I put it together, well, because I wanted to make my daughter happy.
That's a great idea.
And so, but what ended up happening was, this wonderful program was born. And it's called, like I said, This Way to Broadway. We have a show coming up on June 1st. It's going to be held at the Actors Temple at 5:30. The tickets will be available through telecharge soon.
And we can find this on your website.
And you can find this on my website at retterentertainment.com. But so, real quick, so before the show started, I was saying to one of my students, Adam Dorfman, who happens to be a musical prodigy. This boy is spectacular. I mean, he's a great tap dancer, don't get me wrong. But I mean, he is, just when you think of the great musicians that really can just fall into music and get lost, this boy is that, he is that old soul. I'm not kidding you. Anyways, at age 11, he wrote the theme song. He composed and wrote the lyrics to the theme song of This Way to Broadway. Luckily, I dragged him here today.
And he's in the studio.
Adam Dorfman is going to give us This Way to Broadway.
We got to get him on the show because we're running fast through time. So take it away, Adam.
All right. I know the city's a crowded place. There's lots of people in my face. And there's lots of signs that say one way, one way. Yes, I see all the skyscrapers and I guess I'm doing okay, okay. But hello, kind sir, I know the way to go. It's this way, this way, this way to Broadway. Na 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 na. I know about all these awesome sights, and in the evening all the lights. When you're in New York it's always a long day, long day. May I take you somewhere to pass the time? I'll make sure that everything's okay, okay. 'Cause hello, kind sir, I know the way to go. It's this way, this way, this way to Broadway. Na 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 na. First, when you step onto that Broadway stage, you can't describe the way you feel right then. But you gotta have that dedication or you won't make it. You gotta stick to it or you'll be back home again. Now I imagine that sometimes you gotta drag through the mud, but if it's what you love, it's gonna be okay, gonna be okay. Now I imagine things might not go your way, but just stick out your chin and grin and say, hello, kind sir, I know the way to go. It's this way to Broadway, Broadway. Gotta go this way, this way, this way to Broadway.
Adam Dorfman, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is my boy. He is amazing, isn't he? Isn't that just spectacular?
Absolutely. Congratulations. And you're sitting up there all by yourself, too.
I know, holding court.
Good for you. Live TV. Have you been on TV before?
Not really, no. A little bit, actually.
A little bit.
Well, that brings me to, you know, he had a quality problem last year around this time. Adam actually had booked a Broadway show and had also booked a pilot for Nickelodeon.
Oh, my goodness.
And so it's a quality problem. I mean, it's a major quality problem.
Well, in life you have good problems and bad problems.
Yeah. So, and these things are going to come for him.
Quality problems,
Well, what ended up happening, sadly, is he had to pick.
Yeah.
And so we went with the TV, and then it turned out there were two shows competing. They went with the other show.
Oh, wow.
Anyways, so, but I think everybody can agree with me after what you just seen that this kid is completely going places,
Right.
and he's going to love to tell the story of the quality problem he had when he was 12 years old. Adam Dorfman, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
I've never heard of the term quality problem, but it's a nice problem to have.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, well,
Wish I
it's a
had
lot
more
of
of
fun. So we're running down to our last 2 minutes of the show. I want to thank everybody for coming in, our audience, our parents, you know, the kids, and Thommie. Now you teach at Ripley
Greer Studios
Okay.
at 528th Avenue.
Okay, and that's where you have your tap dancing, and it's all ages, correct?
Actually, I do teach private lessons to all ages.
Okay.
The classes that I teach on Thursdays at Ripley Greer really are specialized for kids gearing up for Broadway. So the average age is around 9 through 15.
So most everyone is professional theater.
I make it turn. You know what?
Good for you.
I make them professional.
Good for you.
That's why they come.
Wow. And we're down to our last 30 seconds, but you have also a movie coming out?
Well, the movie actually is out. It's called Contest the Movie. It's an anti-bullying film. We debuted on the Cartoon Network on October 8th.
Wow.
We won a Family Choice Award. You can get Contest the Movie through Amazon.com. You can also get it at Walmart. I think it's actually a decent price. Real quickly, I want to tell you the best part about 5 seconds. You get to learn about the bully and how he's treated, why he bullies everybody else. It's a great film. Nobody gets hurt. Family friendly. Wow.
Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Such an exciting day on Ginger, New York. And we've got Thommie Retter.
Thank you for having me, dear.
And everybody here.
Bravo!
And I want to thank my crew, Josiane and Malik. Yeah, and we had a great show today. So thanks for coming in, and see you next week.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.